the March Madness brackets with the 16 matchup. Team from Jersey City is off against the Perkins Boilermakers Philadelphia this Friday night.
Johnson's watching the game in the background.
How's it going?
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jack. How are you?
All righty.
Trying to get the best possible angle for the iPad. Set it up.
There's always offsets and stuff, but I feel like what we're doing is really special.
Yes, it is.
He's got the TV on.
Has anyone found Manny?
They're working on it.
I'm working on it.
Yep, Pat said she's working on it.
I just made Brian Coward a panelist, okay?
And is Paul now a panelist also?
Yeah, he's in there.
I see him at the bottom.
Hey,
you
there
are,
he is.
Paul.
Paul, can you hear us okay?
Paul, say something so we can hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
There you are.
he is.
Now,
All right, good.
Just when he finally gets it, it's his first and last.
Yeah, I'm trying. Right. I was last minute. I was downloading WebEx on the iPad. I'm like, what the? I got it. I'm in.
People are going to see our real bodies in a couple of weeks. So if you got to hit the gym hard, you got a couple of weeks before we're back live. They're going to see us, not just our heads.
Knock it off, Saget.
So anyone's got to you got to hit some diets. Let's go.
I'm the right weight, just the wrong height.
and no sweatpants.
Damn.
Shoes on.
All right.
Yep. And I see Honorable Jerry Smith there. Hey, Jerry.
Good evening, everyone.
Jerry.
Shave the beard. Jeez. Oh,
I did shave.
You didn't know that?
Hockey season's over.
you got to keep that thing going. Your brother still got his. Come on. Got to look different.
Douglas looks much nicer without his beard and his whole
on this as well.
costume, if you will.
Do you approve of Randy
Yeah.
Brooks' beard, Rachel?
Camera there.
Rachel, do you approve of Randy's beard?
There you go.
It's
Yeah,
really
no.
funny because
No.
there's been times where he's shaved and I haven't noticed, and then there's times where he'll trim it and I won't
Not my
notice, and then
favorite.
one day he shaved it all off and I was kind of annoyed. So he's never
Yeah.
shaved it since. But I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie, I don't really
I'm not
notice when he
excited.
trims it. It's bad. I know.
Okay.
Okay, there's Manning.
Okay.
Hey, Manny.
All right.
Oh, Manny circling.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Liz, we want to record?
We're recording. Thank you.
Okay, it is 6:30. I am calling this meeting to order. And let's do the flag salute.
I'm on my phone.
Pledge allegiance
To
To the flag of the United States,
The United States of America.
To the
the
republic
republic for which it stands,
One nation,
God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible, with
justice
liberty
for
and
all.
justice for all.
Stands one
Okay.
nation.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence to remember the service and sacrifices of the armed service members.
Liberty and justice for all.
Wow. Okay, moment of silence to remember the service and sacrifices of the armed service members who protect our nation and the first responders who protect our neighborhoods. Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Quinn,
Here.
Councilman Friedlander,
Here.
Councilman Brooks,
Here.
Councilwoman Noon,
Here.
Councilman Selberg,
Here.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Here.
Councilman Vutovich,
Here.
Council Vice President Sackett, Council Vice President Sackett. I see you. Council President Kritz, didn't hear you, but.
Yeah, take your mic, Jonathan. Here. Notice of this meeting was sent.
Thank you.
Notice of this meeting was sent to the Daily Record and the Star Ledger, the official newspapers for the Township of Rockaway on March 14th, 2022. Notice was posted on the official bulletin boards of Rockaway Township. Please be advised that all electronic remote meetings of the Township Council held on WebEx are recorded. Full and complete information concerning public attendance at all WebEx meetings is published on the Township website. All members of the public will be provided the opportunity to speak. Please be further advised that during any public hearing or open to the public sections of the meeting, the Township Clerk will send an unmute request to each member of the public and ask if they wish to speak. Once the Township Clerk has sent the unmute request, if you are attending the meeting by telephone, you will be prompted to press *6 to unmute yourself. And if you are attending the meeting using your computer, you will receive a pop-up requesting that you unmute yourself. As per Rockaway Township Code 2-5.14, any person desiring to address the council shall first seek recognition by the presiding officer, and upon recognition by the chair, the person shall give their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the council, they shall limit their statement to 3 minutes. Statements shall be addressed to the council as a body and not to any member thereof. A councilman shall not direct any question to a speaker addressing the council except through the presiding officer. In addition to speaking on the record during council meetings, members of the public may submit questions and comments to the council by emailing questions@rockawaytownship.org by the end of the open to the public session. Item 6, approval of minutes. We're going to approve item A, which is the March 5th, 2022 special budget meeting. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
I'll second it.
That was Adam seconded. Okay, clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Friedlander,
Yes.
Councilman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon,
Yes.
Councilman Selberg,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Vutovich,
Abstain.
Council Vice President Sackett,
Yes.
Council President Kritz.
Yes, that's 8 yeses and 1 abstention. Motion passes. Moving on to item B, approval of minutes for the March 8th, 2022 regular meeting. Can I get a motion?
So
I'll make the
moved.
motion.
All right, give that one to Manny, and second was Jonathan.
Jack.
All right, clerk, please take the roll.
Is the second Jonathan or Jack, please?
Jack.
Jack? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, roll call, Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Friedlander,
Yes.
Councilman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon,
Yes.
Councilman Selberg,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Vutovich,
Yes.
Council Vice President Sackett,
Yes.
Council President Kritz.
Yes, that is 9 yeses. Motion passes. Before we move on to the open to the public session, I've asked our attorney to make a brief statement regarding the proposed construction happening in the Birchwood section. I anticipate some members of the public looking to speak on that tonight, and hopefully the statement by our attorney will help clear up some possible misconceptions ahead of time. John?
Thank you, Council President. For the members of the public who are concerned and who either attended or heard about the planning board meeting tonight, last night, excuse me, I wanted to clarify one important thing. The ordinance that will be pending before the council for passage on the April 12th meeting is an ordinance to amend our land use ordinance to provide for a different use at the particular location down off Mount Pleasant Avenue. It is not an ordinance that approves a specific use at any particular location. If the amendment to the land use ordinance passes, it only means that things like the use that has been proposed by a developer will be a permitted use in that particular zone. That does not mean that the project is approved. Assuming, and I don't assume this at all, because I can't and won't speak for the council in that regard, if the ordinance passes, anyone who wants to build anything that's an approved use in that zone will still have to follow all the standard protocols, which would include an application to the planning board, either as a major or minor subdivision, or depending upon the application, an application to the Board of Adjustment. They will still have to meet all the requirements and criteria for the zone, apply for any variances, bulk or otherwise, that may be necessary, and satisfy the board that any application is appropriate depending upon the application that's made. In case of the application that I know area residents are concerned about, this would have to be by definition a very expansive application, including all manner of site plans, studies, traffic studies, and the like. So I just want to make it clear that in the event that the council does act affirmatively on the ordinance that will be pending for passage on April 12th, that absolutely does not mean that any project, including the one that the residents are concerned with, will automatically receive any approval. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you for that. And with that, Clerk, let's go through the public.
Can I just check, this is regarding the ordinance that we're introducing?
No, this is just this is the open to the public.
Oh,
portion.
yes, I'm sorry. I turned the page too quick. Okay,
No
let me
problem.
pull up the attendees.
It's driving you crazy.
Citizen 5 is how they're listed. First person on the list, Citizen 5. I'm muting them. James Harmkey.
Oh. No, I'm good. I just following. Thank you.
As a reminder, everyone who does speak, please state your name and address. Jim Waters, you're unmuted.
Jim Waters, 48 Seneca Avenue. I have no comment. Thank you.
Lily Sweet.
Lily Sweet, 1 Oakland Avenue. I have no comment since I really don't know too much about this ordinance.
Lily, this is for open to the public. It's for anything. It's not just for that ordinance. If you have anything else.
That's it.
Thank you. Patricia Degnan. Patricia Degnan.
No comment.
Rich Butchman.
No comment. Am I on? Did you?
Yeah, we got it.
No comment. Thank you.
William Degnan.
William Degnan, 88 Valley View Drive. I saw in the ordinance packages about the water supply and about adding infrastructure. I thought the federal government had grants for towns to fix our infrastructure. If we're going to be spending tax dollars on fixing up the water supply, shouldn't we be able to apply for the federal infrastructure grants from the federal government? Thank you.
Mr. Coward, do we have any emails?
No emails.
Okay. We are going to close that open to the public. Moving on, section 8A, ordinance to introduce O-22-09, ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Friedlander,
Yes.
Councilman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon,
Yes.
Councilman Salberg,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Wachovich,
Yes.
Council Vice President Sackett,
Yes.
Council President Kritz,
Yes, that's 9 yeses. Motion passes. 8B, resolutions R-22-44, a resolution to introduce the 2022 municipal budget of the Township of Rockaway in the County of Morris. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second that.
Was that Adam? Okay, clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Friedlander,
Yes.
Councilman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon,
Yes.
Councilman Salberg,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Wachovich,
Yes.
Council Vice President Sackett,
Yes.
Council President Kritz.
Yes, that is 9 yeses. Motion passes. Resolution passes. 8C, ordinances to introduce. O-22-10, bond ordinance appropriating $3,613,675 and authorizing the issuance of $3,187,675 bonds or notes of the township for various improvements or purposes authorized to be undertaken by the Township of Rockaway in the County of Morris, New Jersey. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Friedlander,
Yes.
Councilman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon,
Yes.
Councilman Salberg,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Wachovich,
Yes.
Council Vice President Sackett,
Yes.
Council President Kritz.
Yes, 9 yeses. Motion passes. O-22-11, bond ordinance appropriating $1,279,000 and authorizing the issuance of $1,193,800 bonds or notes of the township for various improvements or purposes authorized to be undertaken in and by the Township of Rockaway in the County of Morris, New Jersey, for the water supply and distribution system of the township. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Friedlander,
Yes.
Councilman Brooks, Councilwoman Noon,
Yes.
Councilman Salberg,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Wachovich,
Yes.
Council Vice President Sackett,
Yes.
Council President Kritz.
Yes, that is 9 yeses. Motion passes. Number 9, consent agenda. R2245, R-2246, R-22-47, R-22-48, R-22-49, R-22-50, R-22-51, R-22-52, R-22-53, R-22-54, and R-22-56. Can I have a motion?
Make that motion.
Second.
Adam and Jack. Clerk, please take the roll.
Jack was the second. Who did the motion, please?
Adam?
Adam,
Thank you. Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Friedlander,
yes.
Councilman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon, Councilman Salberg,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Witovich,
Yes.
Council Vice President Sackett,
Yes.
Council President Kritz.
Yes, that is 9 yeses. The consent agenda passes. All right, moving on to item 10, mayor's appointment with the advice and consent of the council. Municipal Judge Gerard Smith, R-22-55, resolution confirming the appointment of the municipal judge for the township of Rockaway. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Motion. Second.
Who was the second there, Doug? Got it. Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilman Quinn,
Yes.
Councilman Friedlander,
Yes.
Councilman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noon,
Yes.
Councilman Salberg,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brooks,
Yes.
Councilman Witovich,
Yes.
Council Vice President Sackett,
Yes.
Council President Kritz.
Yes, it's 9 yeses. Congratulations, Your Honor.
Council President Kritz, could I be recognized quickly?
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to thank Judge Smith. We had a nice conversation a few weeks ago. He's been our municipal court judge for a long time, and he's still very committed to Rockaway Township and our residents, and I appreciate his service. And Judge, I'd offer up to you if you have anything you want to say.
Well, I love Rockaway Township, always have. This township very well, committed to Rockaway Township. I know many of you, and continue to support Rockaway Township. I love this town. My kids grew up in this town. My family grew up in this town. I'll continue to support Rockaway Township in any way I can. Manny, Jack, Mayor, I know you very well, and the rest of you I know very well. I really do love Rockaway Township. It is my home. It is my heart. It will always be my heart. And I really appreciate the fact that you're reading to me tonight. Can't tell you how much. And Doug, you and I have been together for a long time, for baseball and everything. So I really love this town. You guys have no idea how important this is to me. So I really have a heart for this town, and I thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Doug, I felt like he was looking at you when he said, "I know some of you very well." There's a history there.
I know you all. I know you all. Mayor, congratulations on your new appointment. I really do, and I thank you for reappointing me.
Thank you.
Here comes the judge.
So
Here's
thank you
the judge.
and I may see you. I'm going to come in on April 8th and thank you personally. When it's a physical meeting. These virtual meetings are not the same.
True. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Bye-bye.
Jerry.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Moving on to old business, new business, and reports. We're going to ask to keep these to 5 minutes or less. And we're going to start with Councilman Brooks.
I appreciate that, Council President. I just wanted to once again just remind everybody that spring cleanup is starting up. It's starting to get a little warmer, so make sure that you look on the township webpage when pickup will be for the various different cleanups. I know sometimes people put it out early and then it blows around, so if you could do that and just look ahead of time, that would be great, because otherwise we get phone calls about neighbors putting stuff in their yard. So other than that, sports are starting up and for the spring, looking forward to it. And other than that, just everyone have a good week. That's it.
Councilman Salberg.
All right. Thank you, Council President. On the front with Board of Commissioners, very light agenda from them this week. No reference of Rockaway, so nothing really new to report on that side. This Saturday, March 26th, at the Holy Trinity Church, they're going to have the Rise Up Rockaway Spring Craft Fair from 10 to 3. So hope we can all go out there and attend that. And one of my favorite times of year, and I know a lot of other folks as well, trout stocking has begun. We've got some amazing trout fishing possibilities. I just called Peak West just to get some numbers to see what we've got coming. So the streams closed yesterday, and will not be open up again until April 9th. They used to allow fishing during the off-season catch and release. They're not allowing that this year, so let's leave trout alone until April 9th. But Hibernia Brook is getting over 1,400 trout. Mount Hope Pond's getting 1,400. Our little Beaver Brook is getting 810. And the Rockaway River this year, they bumped it up to 24,000 trout. So every possibility to get a kid out and fish, really take advantage of our beautiful outdoors. And again, that starts April 9th, opening day for trout. Really, that's all I have. Everybody enjoy the beautiful weather. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Friedlander.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Council President. Just a quick report. Just want to mention that the Hibernia branch from the library is open, and it has increased visitation, which we're very happy about. All the programs, story time, baby times, they're at full capacity. So the library is moving in the right direction. Things are definitely going strong now. Just a friendly reminder on that. Remember, mark down April 24th. That's the Library Festival on a Sunday. There is a rain delay, but it's always with the petting zoo, exhibits. It's a fun day for everybody that the library brings out. Then Substance Abuse Alliance, moving ahead, mark it down. Remember, May 19th is the fundraiser at the barn from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So I want to see everybody from Rockaway Township eat at the barn that day, because he's going to be he's very nice to the town with whatever we do. The barn always contributes a nice donation. So come and join us. And also a reminder, March 30th still is set up for the Board of Assessment, March 30th. So if anybody is interested, that's the date that is still on the calendar. And that's it, Council President.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Quinn.
Yes, thank you, Council President. I attended the planning board meeting and will continue with looking forward to new developments in this town, the right developments, of course. Dial-A-Ride is starting up its programs again for seniors that we have little get-togethers, and on the Dial-A-Ride, the first one we're doing is going to be on March 28th at the Cracker Barrel at 10 to 12.
Oh, good grief. They're coming to my Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, we're going to Cracker Barrel. And we're going
Saturday.
and No, March 28th. It's a Monday from 10 to 12. And call Veronica and make a reservation for a ride at 973-983-2839. So we're starting that up again. It's a nice little social thing. It's great for the residents other than going to doctors and physical therapy. So it's one of the best things that Senior Services has produced with a dial-a-ride. And of course, as Doug said, the sport programs are starting up. And again, they still need help. So if you have time, please volunteer to help these programs. They can't work without volunteers. And basketball and the other sports like lacrosse are going, and basketball is winding down. So, and Jonathan, I know you had a good season, so I know the kids had a good time. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. Councilwoman Noon.
Thank you. Just want to wish everybody a happy spring and mention some things. I don't have the time though for the Easter Festival, which is Saturday, April 9th at Copeland Middle School. So if somebody has a time for that, and they could let me know. And also Saturday,
10 o'clock.
What time?
10. I believe it
10?
starts at 10.
Okay, so 10 o'clock with the Easter Bunny. And Saturday, April 23rd, 9 to 11 is spring cleanup, and that'll be held at Parks Lake, Mount Hope Pond, and Egberts. And otherwise, everyone have a happy spring and enjoy the warm weather. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Brooks.
Don't have too much. Just really quick, the junior night sweepstake is this Saturday. If anyone's interested, there's a 50-50. There's going to be a tricky tray. It seems like a good time. Also, the weather is getting nice. The kids are definitely out. Everyone in our neighborhood, slow down a little bit, be more cautious. Remind your teenagers who may have gotten their license during the time where things outside were a little slower for the little guys, just to be cautious and aware. I remind my kids every day, you never know who's going to jump out of a driveway with a ball. So it's awesome to see them out, but everyone, please just be a little more cognizant of our neighborhoods. And last but not least, I received a phone call from Tanya Shields, a board member. She's the operations committee chair, and she is very excited to reach out, Mayor Jackson, in reference to meeting about Pondview and all of that stuff. They're absolutely open for conversations and seeing what we all can do to work together to help. So an email will be coming. That being said, their superintendent search is still also underway. That's really all I have. Happy spring, everybody.
Thanks. Councilman Witovich.
Yeah, right. This spring is nice weather comes with the spring, but also the bad allergies. So I would advise myself and everybody else stack up on the allergy medicine, because when I run out, hopefully I can stop by your guys' house and pick some up when the pharmacies run out. But other than that, I really have nothing else to report, and that's it.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Council Vice President Sackett.
Thank you, Councilman Kritz, Council President Kritz. Citizen Rec meeting is Tuesday, April 5th, tentatively for WebEx. Hopefully, maybe we can move it to live, be nice. Just piggybacking off Councilwoman Brooks, I've had a few complaints in White Meadow Lake about speeding, and also a lot of delivery drivers in White Meadow Lake seem to be driving the wrong way on a lot of one-way areas, especially on North Lakeshore Drive. There's signs posted, and some of these drivers are coming in and going the wrong way. So please pass along, being cautious with the kids out and about, obeying the signs and the speed limits. I know it's a problem all over the place, but in particular as the weather warms up a little bit. Also, a little shout out, there was a nice 3-on-3 lacrosse tournament Sunday, and little Matthew Sackett and Max Kritz and a bunch of the guys with a big 5th and 6th grade tournament win. So good shout out. I wasn't there, but I heard many great things. So congratulations to all involved. That's my report.
Thanks. Yeah. So Councilman Sackett's son and my son were on the same team. There was, I mean, a lot of screaming and yelling, and that was just my wife and Jonathan's wife.
That's funny.
Okay, I want to recognize the fire department with the fire recently over in Rustic Ridge. By no means am I a fire expert. However, I would have to believe that if not for the job they did, that would probably easily spread to a much larger area than it did. So, you know, it's not often that we get a working fire of that magnitude. So hats off to, you know, to the fire department and then to the residents. I know that there's a lot of, you know, GoFundMe's and, you know, trying to take care of each other. And I just think it's noteworthy. So I wanted to call that out. People who know me know that I'm very passionate about volunteerism. I do want to recognize we had our basketball board wrap-up meeting on Sunday. And after many years, the president of the Rockaway Township basketball, Andrew McClay, is stepping down. He is turning over the reins. For those of you that know Chris Clavin, he is very active in youth sports. He coaches football. He is the coach of the 8th grade Renegades lacrosse team. Very, very involved in the town. He is the new president for Rockaway basketball. So I wanted to thank Andrew for his time. Michelle Hartzucker was the secretary for basketball for many, many years. She also is stepping down, and Ann Shivas is taking her place. Again, a very well-known family name in town, very, you know, big volunteers of their time, and I think noteworthy. So thank you on the way out to Andrew, and welcome on the way in to Chris. Softball's underway. We had our assessments over the weekend. You know, I thought it ran really, really well. Again, lots of volunteers there helping out. So looking, I'm very anxious to get the kids out on the field. That's coming very soon. And that is, I'm sorry. And this will be our last WebEx meeting. So I thank everybody for their patience, you know, over the last couple of years. Our next meeting on April 12th will be in person. Meetings are shifting to 7 p.m. I look forward to seeing everybody in person and really, really looking forward to that. And that is all I have. So we will go to Mr. Jackson for the mayor's report.
Yeah, I'd like to start off with, you mentioned the fire. I have Mr. Heitzman on the phone. On the panel. He's going to create a brief statement. Keep in mind, he can't really address any questions right now. This fire is, you know, being handled at the county level. So he was approved to give a statement. So Mr. Heitzman, if you want, you can read the statement regarding the fire, and then I'm going to add some to it. You're muted. There you go.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Jackson, Council President Kritz. On Thursday, March 17th, 2022, at approximately 2:06 hours, Rockaway Township Fire Department was dispatched on a report of an exterior fire located at 289 Mount Hope Avenue, Building Q. Upon the arrival of first units, flames were reported on the exterior of the alpha side of the building in the area of apartment Q13 and Q23. The fire was upgraded to a second alarm by C2 at 0209 hours, and a request for all township fire personnel to respond to the scene was made. Additionally, a request for mutual aid was made to Picatinny Arsenal for a fast team, Mount Tabor Fire Department for a fast team, and a ladder truck from Rockaway Borough. Fire prevention was notified of the fire at 0236, along with the Rockaway Township Police Department, Detective Bureau, Office of Emergency Management, Rockaway Township Health Department, and Morris County Mutual Aid Coordinators 31 and 41. The Rockaway Township Detective Bureau requested a response from the Morris County Sheriff's Office to photograph the scene. The Morris County Prosecutor's Arson and Environmental Crimes Unit were requested to the scene to assist fire prevention with an origin and cause investigation. All residents of the building were accounted for and were able to successfully evacuate the building without further incident. The American Red Cross was requested to the scene to assist the displaced residents. The fire was extinguished by the Rockaway Township Fire Department with the assistance of the mutual aid agencies. No injuries were reported, and no equipment was reported to be damaged. This fire was contained to Building Q, which was built in 1987 and has 12 units and 3 pods. The bottom units of each pod are double deckers, and the top 2 units are single story. The building was built with a common stairwell in the center of each pod. Fire, smoke, and water damage were extensive throughout the building. The fire consumed the roof of Building Q above apartments Q23 and Q22. Apartment Q23 and Q13 had the most damage by fire. As a result of the extensive damages, the construction official determined the structure to be unsafe. An origin and cause investigation was conducted by Fire Prevention with the assistance of the Morris County Prosecutor's Arson and Environmental Crimes Unit and the Rockaway Township Police Department. Due to this significant loss in the main fire building, it was unsafe to conduct a full interior examination. At this time, the investigation is ongoing. That concludes my report to the mayor and the business administrator. I'd like to also call attention to the fire department. They did an incredible job in containing that fire to the center pod, and there's many local departments that are saying Rockaway Township did a fantastic job at that fire. So to all the firemen out there, job well done. Your training and efforts paid off handsomely on Thursday. And I do wish the residents that are displaced speedy recovery and getting their lives back together. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Mr. Heitzman. And for those of you who might have seen pictures, the fact that our fire department was able to contain that fire is just amazing. The police department would also like to recognize Patrolmen Riley, Ostenson, Birdnick, Ersman, Halfley, Sergeant Bader, and Detective Hart. They were all dispatched to the fire and all assisted with their fellow frontline responders. The police department would also like to thank and recognize members of the Rockaway Township Fire Department, Chief Russo, Deputy Chief D'Amico, and Fire Official Heitzelman. Mutual aid fire departments, Johan Reyes and American Red Cross, and Peter Tabbitt representing the Rockaway Township Health Department. So it was truly a team effort in containing and putting out that fire. Couple other things I wanted to just bring up. One of the things we've done with the building opening and seeing more people coming in person, our police department was able to work with us to move some of their trailers and cars in their back lot. So we were able to shift some of the township vehicles that are parked along that side to the other side of the building in the police lot, freeing up, I think, 7 parking spaces along the side that are going to be designated as visitor parking. So township vehicles won't be in it. Employees won't park in those spots. They're going to be designated for visitors. So we have, 7 new visitor spots. People can park and quickly get into the building on the sidewalk. Wanted to let you know we are working with the Unico. They have funded a memorial to General Nero, and we are going to be, I worked with Mayor Mulligan from the borough, and we are going to be incorporating that into our renovations of the Parks Lake Memorial. So I'm looking forward to that. They're working closely with our engineer, Mr. Ferrante. One other thing, just keep an eye out, anybody in the public who's listening. We have job postings that we are posting on our Facebook page and on our website. If anybody's interested to work for the township, you'll find the postings on our Facebook page. Other than that, I have nothing to report this week.
Thank you, Mayor. Ms. Ferrante?
Yes, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I just wanted to bring to light two upcoming construction projects. I'm sure you guys have received the Nix or the rave, what are we calling it? Rave notices now on Kings Road. So Kings Road is going to be closed. Please follow the detour. They're going to start at the top or the southern end, adjacent to Mount Pleasant, and work down towards Fleetwood. It could be upwards to 3 to 4 months that we're out of Kings Road. So your patience, any questions, please relay that to Department of Engineering. And the other project that's coming up is a county project on Meridian Road. They're replacing the bridge over, I believe it's Beaver Brook. And so that project is slated to be 4 to 5 months as well, with a huge detour using Old Beach Glen Road. If you receive any questions regarding that, you could come to our engineering department. We'll try to head that off. If I can't answer it, we'll kick it over to the county. Okay? And that's about it.
Thank you. Ms. Palmieri?
Yes, hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I will be submitting the budget as you introduced it tonight to the state tomorrow morning. The state will then review our budget, and assuming all goes according to plan, we will be on schedule to hold our public hearing on April 28th and then adopt that same evening. I believe Ray Sarnelli plans to attend that meeting. Also, the bond ordinances that you introduced tonight will be on that same April 28th meeting for adoption as well. Other than that, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thanks. Ms. Seeger?
Yes, thank you. The only thing I wanted to tell you is the resident asked about federal money for infrastructure of the sewer system. Yes, we received it and we will be receiving more. The staff is handling that and nothing else to report. Thank you.
Are there any other members of the administration that would like to make a report?
Mr. Yachafano's on, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to go. I didn't
No
forget.
report, Council
I didn't
President.
forget.
Thank you.
And
I know.
all right, Mr. Yachafano?
Nothing, Council President. Thank you.
Got it. Okay. I think that's everybody. Okay. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye, everybody stay healthy and safe.
Everybody on the 12th.
Live and in person.
Oh, yes.
Take care, all.
2 years. A long 2 years.